Like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
56. Mike, 56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Carson, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Play action. It's Wilson. And nearly an interception.
interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, it's Carson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Murray. He'll get this underneath Edmonds. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On play action, it's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. On the ground, it's Edmonds, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. After one on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Cardinals nothing.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. From the gun, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
9 yards to go.
first. They need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Here's Edmonds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw on third down, Murray. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
48-yard
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was killed also by the defense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to look deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's
not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They run it with Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They run the option on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1st and 10.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a gain of...
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Murray from midfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run again with Carson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, check. 59.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Shotgun now from Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point as well.
They've got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
4-yard line.
They run the counter. Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Whistles come in and a timeout.
It's a gain of a yard.
Just 8 seconds left in OT. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks,